Shall we begin the classes? Dinesh? Google?
Yes, sir.
My slides are visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So here, see, we have two different formulas. One is standard 5-point formula. Another one is diagonal 5-point formula. With these two formulas, we are going to find various unknowns from U1 to U9. What the how these problems can be solved, how in the way in which the direction given to us is, we need to find U5. In order to find U1, see in what ways we can find U1. Assume these A till from A1 to A16 all are known. A1, A2, A3 all are known. From U1 to U9 all are unknown. Our interest is to find U1. So we will begin with standard 5-point formula, that is 1/4 into 4 points we need to take, that is A16, A2, U2 and U4. And here there are two unknown. We are already we are interested to find U1, but we doesn't have the values of U2 and U4, so this cannot be calculated. So when we are applying the diagonal 5-point formula, we have A5, A15, and see here we have this point. Okay, A15, okay, A1, and here A3, and here U5. U5 alone unknown concerning this diagonal 5-point formula. So when we are aware about this U5, then only we can find U1 when we are applying the diagonal 5-point formula. So what they suggested, so try to find U5 first, and U5 cannot be calculated with the aid of the first zone, that is I am taking this as in first zone, that is H is equal to, that is difference between this and this is H. Usually this is what the H. This is what the you at present you take it as height. Okay, this is what the H and K. Usually when it was associated with the x-axis H, when it was associated with y direction, that is K, the difference between one boundary to another boundary, and here H is equal to 1. So with the aid of one difference we cannot find the value of Uy. So we doesn't have any other option, we need depend H is equal to 2. That is what U5 can be calculated with the aid of A15, A3, A5, A7 and A11. See here A15, A7, A3 and A11. So we are applied, we were trying to find the U5 with the aid of standard 5-point formula. This is not diagonal. We are not dependent of diagonal. We are dependent of standard 5-point formula. So then now we were calculated U5. U5. What we can do? We can find this U1 with the aid of the diagonal 5-point formula. Still U2 and U4 is unknown, so let it be U2 and U4. Now we will try to find the U1 with the aid of diagonal 5-point formula, that is A15, A1 and A3 and U5. See whether it is clear. A1, A3, A15 and U5. And similarly we will try to calculate this, that is U3. that is based on A3, A5, A7 and U5. Similarly, we can find the value of U7. That is A13, A15, U5 and A11. And then U9, A11, U5 and A7 and A9. Now all these U1, U odd numbers U1, 3, 7, 9 are known, then we can calculate these U2, U4, U6 and U8. Now we can depend that there won't be any dependency with the diagonal 5-point formula. Now we can apply the standard 5-point formula to calculate these U2 value. That is already we were calculated U1, A3 is given, U3 is also available and U5 is also available. So with these 4 points we can calculate U2. Similarly, our interest is to find U4, A15, U1, U5 and U7. Now U8, U7, U5, U9, A11. Here U5, U3, A7 and U9. So this is what we are going to apply with the elliptic equations. U5 can be calculated with aid of standard 5-point formula, and the U1, U3, U7, U9 can be calculated with aid of diagonal 5-point formula, and the standard 5-point formula applied in order to find the U2, U4, U6 sir, and U8. You can yes.
Sir, can we find U8 using A3, A11, A8 and A14, sir? Sorry, U5, A11, A8 and A14.
U8.
Yes, sir. Can we find U8 using U5, A11, A8 and A14?
No, the accuracy, yes, that is yes. Now tell me U8, whether this U8 can be calculated.
U5,
U5, U5, okay.
A8.
Where we have A8?
Sir, straight, sir.
Here,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And A11.
A11.
And A14.
A14, no. You need to take the constant difference. Here the difference is 1. Here the y difference is 1. But yes, concerning here the x difference is 2. Here 1 and 1. See here.
Yes, sir.
You should not take like this. Either what you can do, either you can calculate by standard 5-point formula, or you can calculate with the aid of diagonal 5-point formula. Here there is a possibility for calculating U8 with the aid of diagonal 5-point formula. See here we know U4, U6 and UA12 and U8. Yes. Here, why it is not suggested? The yielding ability of the standard 5-point formula is greater than the yielding ability of diagonal 5-point formula. See, when there is a possibility for finding the things with standard 5-point formula, depend you standard 5-point formula alone. Don't depend diagonal 5-point formula. We doesn't have other possibility. That is, we doesn't have the possibility to find the value with the standard 5-point formula. At that time, we are depending the temporarily we are depending diagonal 5-point formula. So for initial iteration alone, we are depending the diagonal 5-point formula. Once we see, assume you are in the dark forest and you doesn't have that is at night, you doesn't find any small light, and at one time you are finding a small light. What usually we think? we have to follow that the light, right?
Yes, sir.
Even that you can get into even deeper the forest you can go, but no other way, no other possibilities are there. Similarly, we have the things with we need to find the values with the standard 5-point formula, but for initial iteration we are depending the diagonal 5-point formula. Once it is known, then we can switch over from diagonal 5-point formula to standard 5-point formula. But the things has to be calculated with the standard 5-point formula alone.
Yes, sir.
So whether it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll start solving these problems. Problem number 1. This is what problem number 1. That is exercise number 2 and Liebman's iteration formula. See, this is what the Liebman's iteration formula. Once the initial iterations are over, then we know all the four values in the standard 5 points, in the standard 4 points. So what Liebman's suggested as, this is what the standard 5-point formula, but here here we have the past data, and here also we have past data, but here we have the newly derived value. At this point we have newly derived values. So we instead n we are applied n plus 1 and n plus 1, and once we have started to solve, you can understand this formula. But now at present you try to write this formula, that is Liebman's iteration process, that is u of I comma j, that is n plus 1, that is n plus 1 is the newly calculated value, n is the past data. 1 by 4 of u I minus 1 comma j n plus 1 u I comma j plus 1 n plus 1 plus u I plus 1 comma j n u I j minus 1 n. These two are the past datas and these two are the new datas. This can be understood once we have started to solve the problem. At that time you can understand what is these things. Liebman's iteration process. You try to write the things and you practice more and more, then only you can you doesn't have any confusion with these formulas. This is what u I j I plus 1 j I minus 1 j comma I plus 1 j comma minus 1 I minus 1. This is what the past data un, and here un plus 1 un plus 1. You write once, twice, thrice, then only you can remember these formulas. Liebman's iteration formula. Exercise number 2, solve uxx plus uyy is equal to 0 in that is x varies from 0 to 4, 0 to 4, y is also varies from 0 to 4, and this is what the various boundaries. This is what the various boundaries. So we need to build our own things, and then we need to start here taking h is equal to, this is what the difference in x-axis, difference in y-axis is equal to 1. Obtain the results correct to 1 decimal. Before that, we will find whether this is belongs to elliptic or parabolic or hyperbolic. We were already known, that is here a is equal to 1 and c is equal to 1. B doesn't have any b term, so ac minus 4 ac minus 1 into 1. So this is what minus 4 elliptic equation. So we need to start with the various boundaries. That is, draw the axis first. This is what your x-axis and y-axis, and here x varies from 0 to 4. X is equal to 0. At y-axis x is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. X is equal to 2. X is equal to 3, and x is equal to 4. And similarly, y is equal to 0 we have, and 1, y is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, and y is equal to 4. We can leave the x's areas. No, it is. So now here u of 0 comma y is equal to 0. I am taking the first boundary. Where we need to apply this information. This is what our first boundary condition. Where x is equal to 0, at y-axis x is equal to 0 for all u of 0 comma y, the value is 0, u value is 0. This is what the first information. When y is equal to 1, u is equal to 0. When y is equal to 2, at that time also it is 0. 3, 0, 4, 0. This is what y of 4 comma y. Where x is equal to 4, here x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 3, x is equal to 4. Here this is what the axis. This axis information is second boundary condition. That is u of y 4 comma y. 4 comma y is equal to 8 plus 2y. When I am applying y is equal to 0, this becomes 0. This is what 8. When I am applying y is equal to 1, 2 ones are 1, 2 ones are 2, then this is what 10. 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 8, 12. 3 2s are 1, 2, 3, 1. Sorry, here it is 8. Here it is 8. Here it is 10. Here it is 12. 2 3s are 6. 6 plus this is what 14 and 16. And similarly, u of x comma 0 is equal to x square by 2. This is what the third boundary condition. That is boundary condition of this lower axis. When we are applying x as 0, 0 by 2, 0. When we are applying x as 1, 1 square by 2. Therefore, here I am writing with a different color. Here 0, here 0.5. Then x is equal to 2. 2 square by 2. 2 square 4 by 2 is 2. Then 3 square is 9. 9 by 2. 4.5. Then 4 square 16 by 2 8. This is what the third boundary, that is lower axis boundary. And fourth boundary is x comma 4 is equal to x square. Here it is 0, 1 square 0, 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. Already we have 16. This has to be coincide with the other information. So this is what you can, in this way you can find the various boundary condition. Whether it is clear? Bilan? Google.
Yes, sir.
It is clear? Once,
Yes, sir. Clear.
once the basic information given to you, whether you can draw the boundaries and whether you can find various boundary conditions.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. We need to find u. That is, u is our focus of interest. With aid of various x and y, we need to find u. Here I have applied 0 by 2, 1 by 2, 2 square by 2, 3 square by 2, and this is what the x, sorry, u value at x. This is what the u value. And this is what the u value at y. And similarly, this is what the u value at y. And here this has to be coincide. And here also this two values has to be merged. Here also it has to be. Here also it has to be. If it is not so, we are doing something. We did some mistake. At the corners, the boundaries should be uniform when we are viewing from x boundary as well in the y boundary. The corners boundaries should be uniform. Corner u value should be uniform. Here I have written that is 0, y. Here x, 0, x 8 plus 2y, and here x square. So here 16 square meshes can be divided. That is 4 cross 1. This 4 cross 4 is derived from the information which is given in the problem. X varies from 0 to 4 and y is also varies from 0 to 1. And when it was varies, we need to take the difference between the x boundaries as 1. Similarly, y boundaries also varies varies with the difference of k. So mesh has to be taken as 1. So 16 square meshes can be divided. So this is what the application of various boundary conditions to build the square meshes. And now we will start calculating these things. You take your calculator. Google, you please take your calculator. Google. Google, what happened? Google, Sri Risti.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you calculate and tell me the results, whether it is I have written the right value or whether we need to revise with these information. You take your calculator.
Yes, sir.
And the way in which we need to depend, I'll tell you. You begin with 0.25 in your calculator. You begin with 0.25, open bracket. A recall A plus recall B plus recall C plus recall D, and close bracket, give CALC. And then A is 0, B is 12, and C is 4, and D is 2. What is your value?
Yes, sir. I'm just doing it.
See, here 0, 12, and 4, 2 has to be get obtained here from here. That is 0, 4, 12, and 2.
So 4.5.
Okay. Similarly, again you give equal to, and these 4 can be calculated with aid of diagonal 5-point formula. We don't have any other option, so we are dependent of diagonal 5-point formula. But the yielding ability of standard 5-point formula is greater than this diagonal 5-point formula. We doesn't have any other opportunities or possibilities, so we are dependent of this diagonal 5-point formula. A is 0, your B is 4, your C is 0, your D is 4.5. 2.125, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you continue with the U3. Siddharth, these values are concurrent with the square meshes which we drawn in the past slide. Siddharth, that is 0, 4, 0, 4 point. All these values are concurrent.
Yes, sir.
We'll cross check with U9, right? U9 we will cross check. That is 4.5, 12, 2, 8. See, for U9 where we have U9, 2 here U5 is calculated as 4.5, 4.5, 12 and 8. So it is right. 4.5, 12, 2 and 8. Yes, now tell me, Sri Risti, what is U3? U3 is 9.125.
Yes, sir. 9.125.
Then what is U7?
U7 is 1.625.
Okay, good. What is U9?
6.625.
Okay. Once these values are known, then calculate your U2, U4, U6 and U8. See here at all the values of U at the top, I have written 0. This is what the 0th iteration, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So all these are 0th iteration. For U2, U4, U6, U8, you calculate and tell me whether these values are right or wrong. 2.125. See here, 2.125 is our U1. U2 is calculated with aid of U1, 4, U3 and U5. U5 we know 4.5. Other term is 4. We need to apply U1 and U3. This U1 and U3 is calculated here. 2.125 and 9.125. 2.125 and 9.125. 4 given at the top. 4.5 our U5. Now tell me, you calculate one by one. That is U2, U4, U6 and U8. Pranav, our U6 is right.
Yes, sir.
We'll go back and we'll cross check. 4.5 U6. We will check U6. Now you tell me, Pranav. U6 can be calculated. Pranav.
Yes, sir.
U5, U3, 12 and U9. U5, U3, 12, U9. Now tell me, our U5 no 4.5, 12 in the numerical, and then there are two terms. One is U3 and the other one is U9. So U3 is 9.125 and our U9 is 6.625. See here. U3, U9, U5 and U12. Srishti, all these values are right. U4, U6, U8 are right.
Yes, sir.
There won't be any deviation, right?
No, sir.
Okay, then we will continue the iteration. So our U8 already calculated. Now, once the 0th iteration is over, there won't be any need to depend with the diagonal 5-point formula. We can find with a standard 5-point formula alone. But the thing is, we need to iterate with the newer values. That is what the Liebman's iteration formula. This I have written in order to have the uniform practice. The values has taken from new left and then clockwise. From new left, top, right and bottom. New left, top, right and bottom. This is the way we can apply and we can approach the problem. And you can take any values anywhere, but to have the uniform conscious, I have written here in this way. But the Liebman's iteration formula is this is what the Liebman's iteration formula. The left and top would be new point. Left and top. This is what left and this is what the top. So the first iteration. See here, we are from the first iteration, we are going to deal with standard 5-point formula alone. What is our U1? 1/4 of 0 and 1. What is 0 and 1? See here, this is what 0 and this is what 1. What is on U2 and U4? U2 here U2 is 4.9375. U2 and U4 2.0625. 2.0625. This is what our U2. This is what our U2 and U4 is equal to 2. So just you calculate and tell me whether it is, you cross check whether it is 2 or not. And now we'll try to find U2. U2, this is what the U2. U1, 4, U3 and U5. Now we have now just now we were calculated U1. So this information has to be updated while calculating U2. See this newer value. This newer value is applied here, and 4, this is what the U3 and this is what U5. This returns some value. And our U3. U3, we need to take the newer U2 value, and rest these two are I think the other boundaries 9 and 14, 9 and 14, and U6 the past U6. For the past U6 8.0625. 8.065. Sridhri, whether you are at which point you are calculating? Sridhri?
So the first iteration, what do I need to, I mean, for updating the values?
I didn't get your point, Sridhri.
So like for U2 one, we're updating the value of U1. So I'll just put it as A is 2 and B is 4, or is there a separate way of doing it?
Still, I didn't get your point, Sridhri.
So like in U, after finding U1, we get test 2. So for U2, we are updating the value of A.
Yes. You can give a answer. You can give answer.
Oh, okay, sir.
Then B has to be given as 4. Then C has to be given as numerical, and D is also numerical. And still in the same way, also you can calculate your U3. That is A as your newer calculate U2. So the U3 is 8.992, U4 is 2.031, and U5 is this what U5. Pranav, you calculate U2, Pranav, for me you calculate the U3 value. Siddharthan, you calculate U4.
Yes, sir.
And Sushma, you calculate the U5.
Yes.
Nishant.
Yes, sir.
Nishant, you calculate U2, Nishant.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, not U2. I'll tell you. U6, you calculate U6.
Yes, sir.
Nishant. Gaikwad. Amolya.
Yes, sir.
Amolya, you calculate U7, Amolya.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Nabil. Dhanush.
Yes, sir.
Nabil,
Yes, sir.
you calculate U8, Nabil.
Yes, sir.
Dhanush. Kabilan, Dhanush, you calculate U9, Dhanush. Yes, you tell me one by one, you tell me whether these values are right or not. Yes, Pranav, whether U2 is right. Pranav?
Sir, he's having some network issues.
Okay, tell me, Shushma, whether our UT is right.
Sir, I'm calculating U5, sir. You said to calculate U5.
Yes, whether U5 is right.
I'm calculating, sir.
Yes,
Why
yes, sir.
you are
U2
first
is
time?
correct.
Since it is very. Yes, Pranav.
Yes, sir. U2 is correct, sir. I took 4 digits, so it came 4.9063. But here it's 5 digits. So that's it.
Okay, fine. Okay, U3. Who is calculating U3? Who is calculating U3?
So it's me, sir. It's me, sir. Sir, when I calculated, I'm getting it as a 9.1, like 9.006325, but the answer given here is 8.992.
Where it was went wrong.
I don't know, sir. Oh, it is. Oh.
You applied this value. You applied whether for U2 you applied
What? Yes, sir. I
the
applied that
same
one. Yes, sir. I did that.
the same value still by applying this same value, but you are getting a different answer. Huh?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got some different value. Like I got nearly the same answer. So I got it as 9.003.
So here
No,
for
sir.
this problem, you are.
8.98.
Yes, I'll check. I'll fast check and I'll let you know. 4.90625
Plus
9
9 plus
14.
14.
No, you need depend with A B C D. Repeatedly we are doing doing a routine task, right?
Yes, sir.
So no, it is 8.9921875.
Should be like.
Sir, 8.992 is coming.
Yes, yes. Who is solving? Who is getting the answer for U4?
For me,
Yes,
like
sir.
I got it.
Yes, sir. 2.3125.
Very good.
Sir, for
U5
U5, 4.666, sir. Like
666.
4.66646.
See here till this point only one updation, but for calculating U5 for both the point is updated in the same iteration, right? See here for calculating U5 both these U4 and U2 is calculated in the present iteration. From U5 till U9 in the same way we need to update the left and bottom points. That is what Liebman's iteration suggestion. Who is calculating U6?
Sir,
U6.
Nishant, me, sir.
Yes,
So
tell
now
me
I,
U.
so now I got the right answer. Like I got 8.9921875, sir.
Very good, very good, very good. What is our U6?
Sir, 7.90425.
90425. Okay, we'll check. We'll check. Once all the values are calculated, then I'll move to the next slide. What is U7? Who is calculating U7?
Sir, I've tried. I'm getting different answers each time. Can I take some more time?
For calculating U7?
Yes, sir. I'm getting different answers each. Like I tried it again and I'm getting different answers.
Why? It is.
I think, sir.
Wait, just a minute. I'll tell you. You see, you apply Like this way you try to calculate 0.25 ABCD, then CALC. If there won't be any change with the ABCD, how you will get a different answer?
Okay, sir, I guess I pressed something in between by mistake.
So use
Okay, I'll you're getting
8.072.
for U7,
U6 sir.
use 8 point.
So no sir, U6 it's different for me.
Okay, tell me what is U6? 8 point
0.072.
72. What is the next digit?
So no sir, I'm getting 00.
Okay. Why you are getting a different answer? Okay, I'll check. I'll tell you what all the things
Sir.
has to be given as an input for U6, calculating U6. I'll keep this
Sir.
thing. Wait, just a minute. U6, U6, that is U5, U3, 12 and U9. U5, U3, 12, U9. U5, U3. So our A is
U5 and U3 are updated sir.
4.671 and our B is 8.992 and our C is 12.
B is
Just a minute.
6.625.
And U9.
6.62.
U9 is we need to take the U9 from the past.
Yes sir, 6.62.
Yes, 6.625. 8.072 is the answer. 8.072. Very good. Then what is our U7? You're taking very longer time. Anyway, I'll disseminate. Yes, this is what the result. 8.072. U7 is 1.554 and U8 is 3.712 and U9 is 6.571. So
sir, I got U8 as 3.7125, sir.
Very good, very good, very good. U9, I have someone I have requested.
Sir, U9 correct, sir. 6.571, sir.
Very good, very good. Okay, you please try to build a table so that you can calculate very easily. You build a table like this and you try to calculate. You can get the results, and even if there is anything went wrong, we can find. If it is more deviated with the past data, then we can find. This has to be again calculated, and in that way you can you try to build the table. This is what your second and third iteration. What we did here is first iteration, and here I have continued the problem with the second and third iteration. You try to calculate this second iteration cells and third iteration cells, and now this is what is by this way also you can reduce your hectic. By this way also you can reduce your hectic. This is what the first zeroth iteration, first iteration, second iteration. Don't depend with this table. You try to build like this, and then you try to calculate. And once the zeroth iteration over, then all the things can be calculated with the standard 5-point formula. By this way, that is by making this arrangement, you can find the results. See here, all the red marked values are values calculated through the zeroth iteration. For zeroth iteration alone, we are dependent of standard 5-point formula, that too with U1, U3, and U7 and U9. Rest are calculated with the standard 5-point formula. So by this way, you can find the results without any hectic. but during examination, during presentation, at least you write, you disseminate the content with 0th and the first iteration. The rest iteration you can calculate with this table. This is for your practice. Is you try to solve this problem that is given the values of u of x comma y on the boundary of the square given in the figure.
So can you show the figure, sir?
Yes. Evaluate u of x comma y satisfying Laplace equation delta square u is equal to 0 at the pivoted points of this figure. This is what the given figure. All the boundaries are given in the problem itself. No need to worry about these boundaries. U1, U2, U3 and U4. This is for your practice. This is for your practice. Already the time is 11:22. Do you have any doubts?
So can you show that previous question answers? U7, U8 and U9. First iteration.
First iteration.
Previous slides. That calculation part.
Calculation. Yes, you please make a note. Do you have any doubts?
Sir.
Yeah, yes.
Sir, in question they're actually asking to find only up to 1 decimal point, no, sir. So should we find for 4 decimal points and the final thing we have to reduce to 1 decimal, or how is it, sir?
No, I think decimal points are not given in the problem, right?
So doubt with the U7.
1 decimal, obtain the results correct to 1 decimal places. Then keep your calculator with 1 decimal places and then proceed.
From the 0th iteration, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, yes. Someone asked some doubt. Yes.
So U7 we are taking standard 5 point.
Yes, after the 0th iteration, everything has to be dependent with standard 5-point formula.
Okay, sir.
Any doubts? Any other doubts? Very good. Any doubts? Right. I think there won't be any doubts. Already the time is 11:24. Yes. Thank you. We will meet tomorrow 11:30. Thank you, Anandol.
Thank you.
You please leave the meeting. Please leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.